What is up, guys? Welcome to this week's video. This week I thought we could do something that I have been honestly I'm kind of ashamed at this point because it has gotten so long. My physical TBR. This is not including the books that I have on my Kindle that I have yet to read. This is just physical books that I have bought and I have not gotten into, either because they just intimidate me because half of them are fantasy. If you know, you know. Fantasies, they're intimidating, honestly. This has been something that I've been putting off because it honestly is embarrassing at this point. How many books that I have not read and I have bought, and I keep buying more books. So I love books, sue me, but I thought today we could go through them. And I'll just give my brief thoughts. Some of these I don't even know, honestly, what they're about. But half of them are because of the hype that you guys, the book talk community, have kind of pushed me to buy. So let's get into it. I thought we could go through these kind of by genre. Some of these are romance, like contemporary romance. Some of these are dark romance. And then we have the fantasy section, which is godly long, unfortunately. Why am I saying unfortunately? I literally bought these books. They're just really long. So I thought we could go by genre. Contemporary romance, obviously first, since those ones, they are the least bit on my TBR, and I will say the only reason that this is because I love a contemporary romance. Honestly, I read them literally in a day. It's literally like I can just read them so fast. I don't know. But I thought we could go through a couple of them. So right now I am reading Fearless, and I guess this goes into fantasy romance, more romance than fantasy, I feel like personally, but the Powerless trilogy. And right now I'm reading Fearless. This is so good so far. It's so good. I read Powerless literally in less than a day. I read it so fast. I ate that book up. So, Lauren Roberts, this one, I'm halfway through. Do not. I've already had a heart attack, and if you've read it, you know where I had a heart attack, literally just a couple chapters ago. I won't give any spoilers, but if you were debating on reading this, read it. It's so good. I just love her writing. I love her world building. It is not like to the point where her books are intimidating to read. Honestly, I think because I'm a romance girly, the banter, the connection, the stakes, like, it's so good. And I feel like if you're a beginner into fantasy, this is such a good series to pick up. It is so easy. It just kind of takes off, and before you know it, you're on to the next book. So this one is my current read, and this one is pretty lengthy. I literally put the thing in the middle, but this one I think is chapter. I'm on page 361 out of 583 pages or something like that. Let's get into my actual TBR that I have not read. So let's start off with contemporary romance. Say You Swear. This one's by Megan Brandy. I will say I started this one. I started a little bit, just a little bit. And I feel like everyone has hyped it up a lot, and I really hope I don't get my hopes down because right now it's kind of slow. Honestly, it's just a little slow. I'm used to kind of just getting right into it, and I feel like this one started off with a lot of, like, I don't know, it didn't pick up, and I think that's why I kind of put it back down. But hopefully we get into it. This one's about Ariana and Noah Riley. Everyone hypes up Noah Riley, and I don't know, I guess we'll see, but this one is my first one on my TBR. It's been sitting on my shelf for a bit, so hopefully we'll get into this. Next we have, this one is kind of a holiday one, but I didn't read it during Christmas like I thought I would. I think I just got too busy. So, but this is the Christmas Tree Farm. This is the Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. You know, I love Gilmore Girls. I'm a huge fan. If this is a small town, I'm pretty sure this is all her books kind of give like small town vibes, kind of like the Gilmore Girls. So I had to pick it up, and this one's like really a lot smaller. If you want to compare like this one to my fantasy books, it's crazy. So you'll know why I go through these so much faster than a fantasy. This is the comparison. Like, this is like the size of 2 of these. So, just saying. But I love my fantasy books, so yeah. But this one is a small town spicy festive romance with Kira and Bennett Ellis. And I think they get stuck in like the cabin or something, and I don't know much about it, honestly, but the cover is adorable, like so cute. Honestly, this might still be on my TBR for a bit. I could totally see myself not reading this until next Christmas. So, but if you have any thoughts on this, let me know if I should read it before Christmas. It's literally coming into summer, so total contrast to what we're in, but yeah. Next one is Daydream. This is the 3rd book of the series. I loved the other 2. I feel like this one is going to be my favorite. And I only say that because the other two were okay. They were okay. I really liked them, but I feel like these characters I will resonate more with. And I love a tutor situation. Yeah. So this is about Haley and Henry. Such cute names, by the way. But look at the cover. This artwork is so cute. So this one is pretty high on my TBR. Next, this is not a contemporary romance. This is a fiction. And once again, I picked it up because of the hype on it. But I am terrified, honestly terrified to read this one. Little Life. For those of you that have read it, what am I in for? Because honestly, I don't know. I think this is about like college best friends, about friendship, ambition, and then deals with addiction, success, pride, and I'm assuming friendship. So I don't honestly know what I'm getting in for, but I know I will cry because I'm a crier. It doesn't take much for me to cry over a book, honestly. In other things, but a book, I will cry 100%. So yeah, it's just like the cover, come on, I'm gonna cry, like. But yeah, I really want to read this book. I have heard it's so good but so heartbreaking, and I'm actually scared, but this one is pretty high up on my list as well. Next on my contemporary romance is a new release, Summer in the City by Alex Astor. I think that's how you say it. I want to read this book so bad. This is totally up my alley, especially with summer coming in. You know I'm gonna read this and just be totally in the summer mood. I am so excited for this one. This one is enemies to lovers roommate situation, and I've read so many books with this trope, but it's so good. Honestly, I could read 1,000 that are exactly like it. So, and honestly, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the sides. So pretty. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Yeah. Next is The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. Now this one, people have said they can't put it down. I'm really intrigued. I loved I have the first book of Magnolia Parks. Her series, Magnolia Park series, is also on my TBR, but I don't have the books. I only have the first book, and I read that one so fast, so I'm pretty sure, like, I love her writing, so this one, I feel like I could eat it up as well. So I'm super excited about this one. I know that this one is about the main character and her brother deals with addiction, and their father passes away in the beginning, and they kind of go through the will, and there's some unexpected deep secrets that come up, and her brother, the main character's brother, the main character's brother's AA sponsor is supposed to be the love interest in this book, so there is some romance in it. I think it kind of also deals with a lot of like family dynamics and stuff. Jessa Hastings usually goes into pretty real world problems, so I'm really excited to read this. I think this is such a beautiful book. Like, look at this. And then the sides, are you kidding? I love books that have this. I don't know what it's called, but I love books that have this type of like style of pages. It's just so, I love it. So that is it for my romance, my contemporary romance slash fiction side. Now let's get into fantasy. First we have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I want to read this one. This one has been on my TBR. I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet. I know the characters in this book are really popular, especially in the book talk community. This is definitely one that people really, really like. And I don't know too much about it, honestly. So something about the wicked son of the High King, and it's giving Throne of Glass when Selena's an assassin and kills for the king. That's kind of what it's giving to me. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know yet. So yeah, super excited for this one. There's so much hype about it. And yeah. Next we have Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I really want to read this one. Same thing with Cruel Prince. These kind of to me give the same hype. Lots of good comments on this one. So yeah, I don't know much about it. Again, I pick up books based on vibes, and if you guys say it's good, then who am I to say it's not? Quicksilver. Okay, this one has been hyped up. If it is not good, I will be so mad. But I feel like for me, it doesn't take that much for me to like a book. Honestly, I heard the main character is amazing. I think this is just fantasy romance. I don't think this is dark fantasy. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But giving fae, warrior vibes, and look at the front page. Like, do I need to say any more? Like, the only thing is that this is a chunky book. Like, look at how thick that is. This is almost 600 pages. So, yeah. But I really want to read this book, so. Next there's a lot of books. Okay, sorry. Next we have is The Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This is about Haymitch's story. I have the other books. I really want to read this one. I feel like I will really, really like it. I love dystopian books. Something just moved. Okay. I love dystopian books. Always have, always will. I just eat them up every single time. So Hunger Games falls under that category. This one, I just want to know Haymitch's story so bad. So I had to pick this up. This is a new release. It just came out, honestly, maybe less than a month ago. I think it's a little bit less than a month, and I'm so excited to pick this one up. I'm gonna go a little bit faster, but Light Lark by Alex Astor. This is the same author as Summer in the City, but this is her first series in it. And this one is, I believe it's kind of like a high stakes situation. Again, love these books. I feel like I'm gonna eat it up. I've heard some mixed reviews on it. Some people don't like it, and I don't know why, but I didn't want to spoil the reviews or spoil the story, so I don't really know. But this is, I like the cover. I think it's beautiful. Yeah. Dark fantasy. Butcher and Blackbird. Okay, this one I really want to read. I've heard it's really good. I haven't ventured that much into dark romance. I'm really interested to see the dynamic and the difference between like contemporary romance versus like dark romance, and if that's something that I actually will like. So, and I know there's a couple other books in this series. This is by Brian Weaver. So last but not least, we have the Zodiac Academy. This one is a really long series, and I think that and the mixed reviews on it has kind of made me not really want to pick it up. I've heard that the characters are kind of mean in the beginning, and I don't know if that's really something that I'll like, but I guess we'll see. But this one is also pretty lengthy, and I feel like if I'm not into it in the beginning, I feel like it will sit on my shelf, and I'm really nervous that that's going to be the case. I know people say that the later books are much better, and I feel like it's going to be really hard for me to pick this one up if I don't like the first one. I feel like it's going to be really hard for me to continue this series. Let me know your thoughts, because I don't really know what I'm getting into on this one. My camera just got dark. I feel like it's going to die, so I'm going to wrap this up, but let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have read any of these and if any of your favorite. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please do not leave spoilers in the comments, but let me know what you think. Hopefully I can pick my next one. Let me know what you think my next read should be. Have a great day, guys.